to an episode of Behind the Reins. Today we are here with Rambo again. So he's our young one. We're going to be doing a lot of videos with him so you guys can see all the ins and outs and the bad and the good and all the, the whole 9 yards, because he doesn't know very much, okay? So we are going to be learning how to trot around a barrel today and how to lope around a barrel today. Now, he can trot around a barrel. He's not very good at loping around a barrel. I've only loped him around a barrel successfully like one time, okay? So this is going to be very new for him, and we're gonna probably run into a lot of issues. Hopefully not, but if we do, we'll have them on video so you guys can see them and how to fix that, okay? So let's get started. Okay, so you're gonna pick your horse up in a trot, and you're gonna be trotting them around a barrel. Now, notice already he's trying to dive in on it, so I'm gonna pull him off of my barrel. Now, when you fix a problem, you fix it and you leave it alone, okay? So don't be dragging your horse all the fucking way to the wall over there. I bring your horse dive in, so I pick him up and I leave it alone, okay? I'm not going to keep drilling him about what he's doing wrong. Get off of me. Because he's young, okay? Like, he doesn't understand what he's supposed to be doing yet. So this is all a learning experience for him, and we want him to think that his job is very fun, and he wants to have fun, and he wants to do his job, okay? So once we have this, and we can trot him around, I'm holding my inside rein, and I'm holding my inside leg on him. I'm not jabbing him with my spur. I'm just mostly using calf, and maybe a little bit of spur. Like right there, he's starting to kind of lean on me a little bit. Now he's drifting out a little bit, so I'm going to try and bring him back in. Now keeping him going forward. Forward. Now the first couple times that you guys do this, you're going to feel like a drunk sailor. Like you guys are not going to be able to, really do all this stuff successfully. Your horse is going to be diving in. They're going to be drifting out. They're going to be all over the place, okay? So it takes a lot of time to be able to get them to do a nice, consistent circle, and you can see even I'm struggling with it right now. So now the hard part is trying to teach them how to exit their circle. Okay, so we haven't done any of that work with them yet. So it's all just been, being able to trot around our circle, and then we would just kind of leave it like this. Okay, so that was the gist of that, So we're going to try and show you how I exit my barrel now. So we're going to pick him up in a trot this way now. This is his bad way. Now, if your horse has bad way, you want to make sure that you're working their bad way just as much as their good way, if not more, but not too much that their bad way turns into their good way and their good way turns into their bad way. Okay, so I know it doesn't sound like it makes sense, but it makes sense. So what we're going to try and do is teach him how to exit a barrel and actually turn a barrel. So we're going to dial him down, let him come down, but not dropping his shoulder all the way like he's trying to. I want him to stay trotting all the way around it. I'm going to bring him down, push his shoulder over, and keep him trotting out. Good boy. That was good. Okay, so you can see we struggle with it a little bit. It's not pretty by any means, but he did it. He did a very good job. This is his first time really actually working on a barrel. So I'm very happy with how he's doing for me. So we've trotted around barrels, but we've never really learned how to turn them like we're supposed to and that kind of stuff. So now we'll go the other way. So we're going to keep our circle a little bit smaller, okay? Or at least try to. And then we're going to turn, swap the leg. Now see, good boy. He's got a lot of turn to him, more than what my other horses have. So our biggest problem is going to be not turning and overturning completely and almost dodging the barrel. So pick him back up in a trot, keeping him lifted and bent around my leg, dialing him down a little bit, and exit. Good boy. Now, his exits are going to get smoother mean, he's already exceeding my expectations to begin with, so that's a good thing, okay? So now we're gonna try and do it at a canter, okay? So one of my favorite drills to work on my horses with to get them to use their hind end keeping their hind end underneath themselves while going around barrels is you're gonna pick them up in a canter. Make sure they pick up on the right lead. And you're just gonna keep them, see how he wanted to dive in there? We're just gonna keep him up and lifted. Notice the circle's a little bit bigger now, okay? It's not much bigger, but it's a little bigger. Keeping him moving forward is gonna be really key here, especially for this guy. He really wants to turn, okay? He likes to turn a lot. He's got a lot of cow in him. He wants to turn. You notice him already wanting to turn that barrel. You're going to try and get yourself as close to this barrel as you can without dropping your shoulder, without breaking into a trot. Notice I gotta work a little extra here, trying to keep him going around it a little bit smaller. Oh, and then we can exit. Good boy. So no, it wasn't pretty, okay? But you need to practice this a lot, okay? Now let's try and get him on this lead. He's been kind of struggling to pick up on this lead here. So we're going to ask him to pick up. Good boy. And we're just going to do the same thing to this side. So right out here is pretty much his breaking point here, okay? So I'm not going to get any closer to his barrel here because he's just going to stop and he's going to break and he's going to stop bending. So this is pretty much his breaking point, but eventually when he does this drill a little more, he'll be able to get closer and closer and closer. After doing that drill a little bit longer, he'll be able to get closer and closer and closer to the barrel without dropping his shoulder and without breaking into a trot, okay? So it just is gonna take a lot of time for him to figure out how to use his body correctly. Now again, this is probably his second time ever loping around a barrel before, so I'm really happy with how he's doing. He's on track right now, so I'm not concerned, he's doing great. Okay, so I hope you guys like this video. If you guys want to see any other videos like this, please leave them in the comments down below on ideas that you guys have, or if you have any questions. I plan to do a lot more videos with him. That way you guys can kind of see the training process on, how we kind of go from like kind of not really knowing anything special to then being able to be finished. So I will definitely be making a lot more videos in the future with him, but let me know if you guys have anything specific that you want to see, and I will try and make those videos as well. Also be sure to subscribe to my channel. That way you guys know when I'm posting new videos and you guys can stay updated. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.